Hey, it's Rude Dog. This is a reinforcement of life rule number one. We all know what that is. Another video on here about a person in college. Knowing and reinforcing that rule, that life rule number one rule, I'm not special. I've had some events happen to me in my career and in the lows all in one day. So I'm sitting here and I'm reflecting and I'm trying to see how I can get this out for other people to understand. There's a social dynamic that we all have, and it has to do with our identity and our social footprint. The identity is what you believe about yourself and what you try to sell to other people about who you are. You're in control of it from your perspective only. Sorry, I've been sick. I'm sorry. It doesn't work that way. You have people in work environments that think they're special and having problems and getting along with others and having problems with others and just can't seem to function. I call them the Snickers bar. You've seen the commercials. I'm just not myself without a Snickers bar. Well, them people are not just themselves. Here's why that is. Every single one of us, the minute you speak to another human being, if there's only two people on the planet, just two, let's go to this extreme analogy. We go down to two people on the planet. They meet up, they talk, they have a discussion. They walk away. And they walk away, a footprint is created in each person's mind of the other person. That's called a social footprint. You are not in control of that. So we all actually have two identities when we live in a group. This is what modern society does. We live and we work in a group. So if you're having trouble getting along with everybody, and there seems to always be problems, and we tend to externalize our problems to others, or blame other scenarios, others, you know the deal. The list just goes on, and while we're not, we try to sell this identity that we're doing everything right, and maybe we're not. Especially how we respect other people and our coworkers and our team, wherever we work, whatever we're doing. We're trying to sell this image of our own agenda to everybody else, and it just doesn't seem to work. Your identity in a group is based on how you identify with each person in that group, how you serve that person, and how you treat each person. That identity comes back to you from the group. You don't control that. That is a reinforcement of life rule number one. I'm not special. This is the only way you can work in a team and be functional. So if you're one of those people that are having those kind of problems, think about what I've told you. You have your identity, and you're fine. You're entitled to that, whatever you believe you are. But the true identity is the social footprint in a work environment or a group of people or wherever you are in life. Your true identity is determined by everybody else in the group. That is a rule that people must learn. If you're having a really hard time at work and you're not getting along, I feel for you. I feel for you, man. Everybody's been there. And you're the dysfunctional one, or you're the Betty White, the Snicker bar Betty White moment. All the time. Saying. because you think you might be special and you're not. Everybody in there is the same. Don't sell a fake identity. Don't talk bad about people. Don't spread rumors. Don't get into dysfunctional behavior. Because as we end up, and remember one more thing, I'm telling you, I'm going to get off of here because I'm kind of preaching. When you're in a work environment, or even a family, group, social event, every single word that you say in a distasteful nature gets repeated. Especially if you're going after somebody or trying to attack somebody or trying to sell your agenda to somebody else or form the little teams to get the golden star in the group. Everything you ever say that's negative gets repeated. Positive things don't get repeated as much because they don't drum up the drama. It's just human nature. But they do get repeated. Hey man, that's a nice person. He helped me out. Or hey man, she was cool. I had this issue and she helped me out. Serve the team. Just think about that. I call it fishing. There's a reason why, but I'm not going to get into that right now. This is a reinforcement of life rule number 1. You're not special. Always remember that. That'll help anybody, workplace dysfunction, or just dysfunction in life in general. Understand your social footprint. You have what you believe, and then you have reality, which is your social identity. Please take this in. All right. Thanks for watching.